Hi everyone, today I am going to explain about the quality control module in Focus-9 ERP. What is this quality control module? Quality control module is one of the important modules in the ERP system. Quality management helps the industry to inspect and maintain the quality of manufactured items that match the standards for certification. Every market has specific expectations from the product that hit the shelves. So to work with this quality control module, we have some settings to be done in Focus-ERP. We have a module. First you need to go to Focus-ERP, log in into Focus-ERP with your credentials. Here in settings you have configure transactions. In configure transactions, you have a quality control on the left hand side. When you click on this, here you will get all the required parameters to check. So you have to click on this parameter, pick parameter value from the item master. Now how this is going to pick from the item master? For that we have some more masters. Okay, we have a warehouse master. Okay, we have a QC parameter master, we have a QC failure reason master. Okay, then we have a test definition master. So like this we have all these masters. Let me show you about the item master first, how to fix the values. Okay, when you click on this quality control, here you have transactions. Okay, here you have a test definition. Now how to define this test? Now here I have defined two tests. You have to click on new. Here you have to give the test name, then you have to give the test type. You have two type of test, one is sample check as well as total check. So I am selecting as a total check. If you require sample check, you can check the sample check also, test type as sample check. Here you will have this failed warehouse and passed warehouse. These are the warehouse masters. Okay, let me show you what is this parameters, where you have to define this parameters. Okay, we have a parameters master here, QC parameters. Here you have a QC parameter master. Okay, in home button you have a QC menu. Under QC menu you have a QC parameters. In home button you have a QC. Under QC you have a QC parameters menu. Here you have to click on new and you have to give the parameter name, and then you have to give the parameter code along with the result type. What result you are expecting? You are expecting some text to be written, or you are expecting some integer value to be written, or you want to do some checkbox, or you want to select as that parameter as a combo box, or that parameter you want to keep as a informative field. So you can test like this. Let me show you. I have created two parameters. I have given one parameter name as drop test. So here I am giving as a checkbox. Okay, here my result value, it should display either it is pass or fail. Okay, here minimum specs I have given 1 to 10. If it is required you can keep it, or you can just keep it as 0. Okay, the next text is scratch test. Okay, any finished good item, when you want to pack, we have to do a scratch test also, scratches test. So I am just defining these two tests for this. Once this test parameters are defined, then what you have to do is you have to go to the item master. In the item master, for the item you want to do the QC, you just edit that item. Here you have a QC parameter details. Here you can select the parameters whichever you want. If you have any other parameters you can select here. Okay, like this you have to map it. After mapping, just save this one. Once this is saved, now you have to go to the warehouse master. Now you have to define whatever the warehouses you want to see in the QC screens. So click on home button, masters, warehouses. Here I have many warehouses. One I have main warehouse, the other I have production floor warehouse, then rework warehouse, QC pass warehouse and QC failed warehouse. So I have created many warehouse. Let me edit this. Now you see here the warehouse type should be normal. Okay. Now in this warehouse what you have to do is you have to customize. Why you have to customize is, if this warehouse has to be seen in the QC screen, then there is one setting you have to do. Go to customize master. Here in general tab, here you have a header details. Here you have number 4, serial number 4, do not maintain bin. Just double click on this edit button, click on properties. Okay, you have to remove these buttons. Okay, hidden button, then only you can see in the QC screen. Okay, like this, whichever warehouse you want, you have to remove. Okay, so now I have done for the whole master. Okay, now let me go to this. Now you see, when you remove this option will come. Before this option was not there. Now you see for this production warehouse, now you see this option is come. Okay, so like this you have to do the check in the customization master. In the header, click on do not maintain bin. Okay, for properties should be this hidden to be removed. Okay, if you check this, now you see what happens. Now you see this bin option has gone. So we need that. So again you have to go to customize master, then click on header, then remove this and save, close. Now when you edit it, you can see that option. 1 second. You have to remove this hidden button, then save, close. Now you see this option has come. So like this you have to remove. Once this is done, the warehouse setting is done, then you have to give the QC parameters failure reasons. There is a failure reason master. Click on home, masters, QC failure reason. Here I have given 3 failure reasons. Okay, broken while drop test, this is one failure reason. Physical scratches found, this is one failure reason. Not functioning. So 3 failure reasons I have created. If you want new one, you just click on new and then you can give the failure reason. So even this master is finished now. Okay, QC parameters I have already told you. We have finished with. Okay, now let us come to the test definition. Step number 6. When you just type test definition, here you will find the test definition. I have created 2 test definitions here. Let me edit one and show you. For the first one, double click on this. Here I have given the test name as drop test. Here test type I have selected as total check. Whatever FG it is received from production, I want to check each and every piece. Okay, here you have to give the warehouse names. See this warehouse, just now I told you, you have to do the customization. Okay, do not check bin, then only this warehouse can be seen. If it is failed, I am sending this particular item to rework warehouse. If it is passed, I am sending this to QC pass warehouse. Okay, now to whom I am allocating this test definition? I have an employee called Chakri. Okay, so here you will get the employee list. If you want to create new employee, just double click on this. You can create the employee name, or you can go with a employee master also. I'll just show you how to go to employee master. Click on home button, masters. Here you have a payroll tab. Under payroll tab you have an employee. Here click on new and create that employee name. So like this you can create the employee names also. Now let me go to the test definition and show you again. Okay, here I have given Chakri will do the drop test. Okay, so minimum specs I can remove, it is not required. Okay, here the specification will be pass or fail. Okay, my second test is I have saved as scratch test. This will be done by Sridhar. So for failed and passed warehouse I have allocated the same warehouse here. Okay, then I save. If you have any other test, you can just click on new and you can give the test name and you can select the test type and then give the past warehouse, failed warehouse, then give the parameter name here. Okay, you have to select the parameter name like this and save it. Like this you can define the test definition. So after test definition, now you have to map items to test, or you have one more option, map test to items. Okay, either you can map test to items or map item to test. Let me show you how to do that. Here you can search for map test to items. Click here. Here you have to give the test name. How to give the test name? Let me give packing test. Okay, packing test. Just click a tab. Map item to test. Okay, here I have already mapped FG for drop test and scratch test. If I want to do one more item, what I have to do is I have to select the item name. Suppose I have this photocopier. Now what test I have to do this for photocopier? Okay, I want to do a drop test. Okay, I want to do a scratch test. Okay, like this I can map it and then say click on add. Now you see, for these two items I have created the mapping with the testing parameters. Map items to test. Okay, now you see I got this photocopier. Now I want to delete this. Okay, I'll just delete this. Okay, I'll just delete this. Now you see, now it is removed. Like this you can delete it, then close. Let me open and show you again. Map items to test. Now you see I have only FG. So like this you can add and remove. Once this is done, now step number 8. Now we have to start our production and see how the QC management will work. Let me go to production order. I go into production transactions. I have a production order. Production orders. Here I have done one production order for quantity 5. Okay, I want to manufacture this product, FG product, 5 numbers. Okay, so here I will save this. Okay, it is saying it is already work in progress. This is already saved. You have to save this production order. After this you have to see whether this production order is in a release condition or in a work in progress condition. Let me create one new one and show you. Now I am creating one more production order for the same item. See here the order status will be planned order. Now you have to give it as a release production order, then save. It is asking me the quantity, how much quantity I want to produce. I'll give the quantity and then save. Once this is saved, you can see what are the production orders are in a released stage as well as in working stage. Now you see this is already released. This one it is released, but it is not yet issued. Let me go to issues to production now. Issues to production also you can select from production menu, transaction, issues to production. Here I have already given the issue for 20 items. Let me delete this and show you. Okay, how it appears. Now I go to the new. I'll select my main warehouse from where I have to issue the raw materials. Here I can see all the pending production orders which are not yet started. I'll just select this. Then this production order is for 20 quantity. If I select the second one, you see what happens. It is for 5 quantity. Okay, like this it will change. Now here I don't have any RMA. If you have any RMA for this item, you have to select the RMA numbers. If you don't have RMA numbers, let me show you one more thing about the RMA numbers. Okay, if you are using any serial number to be generated, then you have to activate the RMA numbers also. Click on settings, configure transactions. Here you have RMA numbers. This check you have to keep it on, RMA support. Then click on update and close. For the products which you don't want the RMA number, go to the item master, select each and every product. Okay, properties, click on properties. Please check this option if you don't want the RMA serial number for that particular product. Okay, now if I go and see for my FG, you see for these properties I have not checked. That means I am going to generate a serial number for the FG when it produces. Okay, let me take you to the issues to production screen. Now let me go to the pending production order. I'll select the warehouse, from which warehouse I want to issue these stocks. I'll select which production order I want to process. I'm selecting number 2. Okay, now I will save. Once this is saved, now you have to do the receipt from production. Okay, receipt from production. I'll click on new. I'll select here that I am receiving to the production floor warehouse. Here it will show me what are the receipts to be received from production floor. I'll select number 2. Here when I click here, it will ask for the RMA numbers. Here I can give my RMA numbers I want as FG hyphen FG 1,5. So I am giving serial number for 5 items and then I click on add. Now you see all the serial numbers are added. Now you can select whatever the combination you want in serial number you can give. Let me show you again. I'll say A hyphen 1,5. Okay, let me clear the grid and show you. A hyphen 1,5. Now you see my serial numbers are added. Like this you can add your serial number and press OK. Once you press OK, now you see in the QC status it is not showing anything. Let me save this. Let me retrieve that with a previous button. Now you see it is showing the status as inspection. That means this receipt from production has gone for inspection. Now let me go to stock ledger and show you whether the stock is updated or not. This is the stock ledger. I have manufactured FG product. Okay, and then press OK. Now you see this is not showing the stock. Now where should this voucher should go? It should go to the QC department. Now who is the QC department person? The first is Chakri. So let me log in with Chakri. I'll sign in. Now you see I got an alert, QC alert. I click here, I click here, I click here. Now here it will show me all the serial numbers which I have allocated in the receipt from production screens. Okay, Here what I'll do, I have checked with checkery. Here you have to click on enter result. When you click on enter result, here you have to give what are the number of items which have failed. I'll give one item has been failed. I'll click OK. Now you see here, it will show you final result is passed, quantity failed is 1, quantity passed is 4. And let me save this. Okay, after saving this, now where it should go? It should go to the next user. Who is the next user? He is Sridhar. I have given this test definition, the next user, the scratch test. Okay, now I have done the QC for the drop test. Now let me log in with Sridhar account. Now you see Sridhar has got alerts. Now you see he has got the alerts. Okay, he has to do the scratch test. Now he will also stamp this that he has checked. Then he will click on enter result. Now he will see whatever the stocks he received from the first test. So in the drop test, only 4 items they have tested and only 4 they have sent it here. But the person who has to do the scratch test, he has to do for 5 items. He has not received. So he will treat that item as failed. So he will pass the rest of the items. Then press OK. Now you see it has inserted only 1 has failed, 4 has passed. Now he will save this. Now we have done the second test. Let me log in with the super user and see, or admin user, and see what is my stock ledger. Here I go to my stock ledger. I select FG and press OK. Still the stock is not up. We have seen that the stock is not updated. Okay, there is one more thing I want to just tell you here. If the partial quantity is passed, then there is a last process you have to do, that is your quantity breakup. Okay, in the quantity breakup, now I will show you what to do. Quantity breakup. In the quantity breakup, this is in this screen. You click on new. Here you have to select which item you have to give as a breakup. Here it will show all the pending requisition numbers. I'll just press tab. You see here it is showing quantity passed is 4, quantity failed is 1. Now this is going to the production floor warehouse. Now here what I will do, that the one quantity which is there, okay, I will just approve it. Checkery will approve this and I will close this requisition. Unless you don't close this requisition, the stock will not get updated. Okay, before this let me show you the receipt from production screen. Still it is showing as inspection only. Okay, I'll show you again. After giving, now you have to specify why you have failed this particular quantity. I'll just say physical scratches found. Okay, so I have given my remarks and then I'll save. Now let me show you my receipt from production. What will happen? Okay, let me close this. Okay, I'll just log in here, re-log in here. I'll go to receipt from production screen. Now you see still it is showing as inspection because still one quantity is there. Now let me go to the stock ledger. Okay, I'll select this finish good and press OK. Now you see here it is showing 5 we received, 1 transfer to rejected warehouse, 1 4 to the another warehouse. Okay, it is showing the ledger. Let me show you the warehouse wise stock balance by warehouse. Okay, let me select this, select all and press OK. Now you see here in this screen, okay, in QC pass warehouse you have 4 quantity, in rework you have 1. Okay, like this it will show. Now if you want to do rework for this particular item, what you can do is you can raise a rework requisition and you can raise a rework material issues. Then after that you can put those items for the rework, and then once that item is through, then you can manually do a stock transfer. Okay, that is in inventory screen, transaction, stocks, stock transfer. Here in stock transfer, what you have to do is you have to select the from warehouse and to warehouse. Sorry, I have to select the stock transfer, inventory, transactions, stocks, stock transfers. Yes. So let me go to the stock transfer. Now what I will do is I will through that item which is failed. Okay, so here I can give whichever requisition number of that particular item and the date and the reference document number, and what I'll do is I'll just send this to the QC pass warehouse. Okay, I'll just select that item FG, one item I am going to pass now. So now what happens, instead of 4, the QC pass warehouse will have 5 numbers. Okay, it is asking the RMA number. We will select the same RMA number as A5. Okay, I'll just add, okay, and press OK and then save. Okay, so like this I can give the QC reason also. Okay, I can give the QC reason and I can pass it. Okay, once this is done, now you can go and see the warehouse wise stock report. Now you see QC pass is showing 5 quantity. Now you can transfer all the stocks from QC warehouse to the main warehouse. Now again you have to do the stock transfer. If you want, you can keep that particular voucher as separately and you can do a transfers. So I am just showing only one voucher. I am using just one voucher and showing here. Now you can implement in such a way, you can have a separate voucher from QC to QC pass to main warehouse, or you can have a one separate voucher from rework to QC pass warehouse. So I am transferring now again. I'll go to stock transfer. I'll create one more voucher. Okay, I'll select QC pass warehouse. Okay, if you want, I can put the narration field and I can give it here. Okay, I'll just say from QC warehouse to main warehouse I am transferring these items. Number of items are 5. Okay, when I go to RMA number, it will show me all the RMA numbers. Okay, you can give the same RMA numbers here. See here, when I clicked on RMA numbers, I just click on this button, it will show the all the RMA numbers. Okay, select all and press OK. So it will copy the same RMA numbers here. Press OK. You can give the QC reason as QC passed. Okay. Okay, you can say QC passed, all QC passed, and save it. Now when you go and see the warehouse wise stock again, select all and press OK. Now you see my FG is showing 5 quantity in the main warehouse. Like this you can see your stocks. So this is the presentation of the QC module. If you have any queries or questions, you can just put the comments in my YouTube channel. And if you like my video, please subscribe and like. Thank you.